Last guest I had was Ben King.
Okay.
With me, Ebi Shankara.
Yep.
How are you, man?
I'm good.
Thank you for doing this.
No problem. Thank you for having me on the show.
Okay, so how do you define yourself in terms of what you do?
I think I will call myself an entertainer. So I used to always see myself as very one-dimensional in a sense that because I studied performing arts, I mean specifically theatre. So I always saw myself as more of a but I sing and and I dance and everything. So I always saw myself as an entertainer, and then I went through a period where I saw myself as an actor. Now really feel that I practice these art forms. So I'm more of a practitioner. So yeah, I'm a theatre practitioner / entertainer, because I do things for the commercial aspects of sites also, like I do TV, I do hosting and everything, so and it's entertaining. So yeah, so I'm a practitioner / entertainer.
Nice. Actually, a lot of my guests like Hossan Leong and all that, they also refer to themselves as entertainer because it sort of encapsulates
everything.
Most of everything they do, because they do theatre, they do acting, they do MC and all that. Okay, so I understand that you are half Indian and half Nigerian.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. My father's Nigerian, true blue from Nigeria, not Wakanda.
Wakanda.
So, and my mom's Indian. My mom's Singaporean Indian. So yeah. So
any story on how they met?
They actually met in Italy, where my father still resides. My father resides in Padua, which is I think about an hour or 45 minutes away from Venice, actually.
Okay.
So they actually met at Venice. My father and my mom, they met in Venice, and they went on to become friends. And 3 years later, then they got married in Italy.
So is Ebi a Nigerian name?
Yes, Ebi is actually my surname. Everybody confuses it with my name. My name is Shankara. So Ebi
Shankara is your name,
Shankara.
your first name.
Shankara is my name, and Ebi is my surname. So Ebi it's an Igbo surname. Igbo is one of the dialects spoken by Nigerians. So
Joshua Simon also reversed his name. His actual name was actually Simon Joshua, but he reversed his name. I'm not sure if there's any connection between people who...
I don't really know, because this is my mom. My mom kind of put it this way: Ebi Shankara opposed to Shankara Ebi. And it has a better ring to it.
It rolls off your tongue.
Yeah, it rolls off your tongue better. Ebi Shankara opposed to Shankara Ebi.
Alright, so how we actually met was through a mutual friend's wedding.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, the guy is actually Erwin. I think people might have seen him in Muna Hirzi's video.
Yes, probably the dead ball boy.
Yeah, so he's out there doing theatre works. I think he's a full timer at Universal Studios as a stuntman now.
And also he acted in Interns, which goes on Surya. I think they went for 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Interns. So Erwin Shah is mouth.
Very hard to miss because he's a shiny hit. During his wedding, I was sitting on a table with Sam Willows, and Dikosh was there. I think one point of time, you came over to our table, and then Dikosh was like, "Hey, the other successful Indian." Do you remember this?
Yes, I remember this.
Very interesting. Are you very close to Dikosh?
Not as close as I would like to be. No, not that. It's just that we know each other. We have a lot of mutual friends. Like I said, not as close as I would like to be, because we never really had a chance to work together on anything. I think it's a very nice guy. So far that I met him, with people, I think he's a very nice guy. We bumped into each other quite a couple of times. There are very few Indian artists in the English mainstream, portfolio.
The other one on the top of my head is probably Pretty Please.
Yeah, Pretty and everything,
Yeah.
So very few of us. We are all friends. Like Pretty and me, I would go as far as to say we are friends. I don't know whether she'll consider me a friend, but yeah, I mean we speak and everything, and I would love to do something with Pretty. I would like to probably do something with Dikosh. So I just think it's
a matter of
time
and management. And okay.
I'm very proud of what they have done and what they've achieved. And Dikosh's World Cup episode, I mean his World Cup series for his YouTube channel, it was just hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, and you graduated from NAFA, diploma in theatre?
Yes, I graduated from NAFA in 2008 with my diploma in theatre studies, and went on to take my degree after I finished my national service. I went on to take my degree in acting specifically, and I graduated with my first class honours. Any
notable people from NAFA that you know?
Me.
That's good.
There are a lot of notable people from NAFA for sure. Shaiful Arifin, who is the winner of Anugerah Screen, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same cohort. Oh,
I know he was my junior in school. Nadia M. Dean,
Nadia Din.
also a junior from my school.
Yeah.
A lot of them, a lot of people from Surya who are from
Nadia's been
Nafa.
putting off my podcast for a while. She invited me to her house, but she's very busy with National Day. So to me,
National Day, and also I mean because she's a mom.
Yeah.
And
So Instagram stories are really, really hilarious.
Yeah. So I was with her yesterday when we were hosting National Day together. So we'll come to National Day later. But yeah, I was with Nadia yesterday as we were doing National Day. So yeah, and who else? There's one more. Fahana, I don't know. Her surname slips me.
Yeah, you know.
Emno.
Okay.
If I'm not wrong.
Surya. Artist as well. This brings up a whole new topic. When you said Fahana, if you can't really remember the last name, you can't really identify the person.
Yes.
For example, Aisha Aziz.
Yes.
You're like, hey, Aisha. But which Aisha?
Yeah,
because
which Aisha?
Aisha is a very general name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but thankfully for you, if it's like Shankara or Ebi, people can connect the dots to you straight away because it's a very uncommon name, I feel.
I'm just lucky, and I'm just lucky in that way, and I'm also just lucky that honest truth is that I guess my mix has worked to my favor, I guess, because it's quite rare you see now it's not so rare because I know a couple of half Indian, half African mixed people around in Singapore.
It's not really a rare breed.
It's not really a rare breed anymore. But back in the day when I'm 30 now. When I was much younger, I think I was maybe one in like. So there was like maybe about 4 or 5 of us. Yeah. And I was, one of them. And now I have people who have married Africans and they have like small little kids and they would come up to me, like Indian ladies would come up to me and say, you know what? Thank you very much because at least my children have a role model to look up to, someone who looks like them and say, you know what, I can aspire to be like him because I never had someone like that in my life. And growing up, it was a little bit difficult for me also because in the sense that I would always feel like I'm the odd one out. And I just feel very, it's very nice when someone comes up to me and says that, my children can look up to someone like you as a face that, hey, I am not odd or the odd one out. So I am very, very happy about that.
Yeah, that's good. Help to pave the way for people who can relate.
Yeah.
Literally, when you agreed to do the podcast and I advertised it on my Instagram, I had a few people who are really like, yeah. I guess you are really popular amongst the Indian people?
Indian community. I am popular. I would say relatively known among the Indian community. And some kids, a lot of kids know me. When the crossover happened, a lot of kids know me. So now the kids who know me are probably in their teens going on to poly because they probably grew up watching me on Octo.
Yeah.
So I was like a permanent, not quite a prominent fixture on Octo a couple of years back. So the kids would know me as the genie. So now they would probably be 17, 18. Yeah, because that's when I started. When I was 21, 22, I was doing it 8 years ago. So easily now the kids who watched me, the kids who recognized me from Octo would probably be in their 17s, the late teens, early tweens. Is that what we call it now? Tweens? Yeah, so they are in their late teens, 17, 18 years old.
Is it okay to ask how old are you now?
I'm 30. I turned 30 this year, actually. I turned.
How does it feel to reach your 30?
It's a very special year, 30, for me. I don't know. Maybe mentally, I guess it's very societal. When you turn 30, people start to like, oh, you're not a kid anymore, and everything. But I still feel the same. I'm still full of shit. I still do a lot of nonsense. But added responsibilities. I got married recently. I got engaged. Engaged to be married. Before a week, actually a week. Right, a week before Erwin got married, I got legally registered, and Erwin was there for the ceremony. Nice. And a week after, I was there for his. And my wedding is coming up later part of the year. So yeah,
interesting. All right, let's talk a bit about your work. You do quite a bit of theatre in your life. Is that something you enjoy more than acting?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of things I enjoy more than acting. But okay, before I just want to digress for a bit. Yep. You asked a question of who else prominent? Julie from NAFA. Julie She is a Channel 8. I think she's a Channel 8 actress now, Julie.
Mhm.
She's one of the popular names that came out of NAFA. All my juniors, because I was the first. Technically, I'm the second batch of English drama from NAFA. The first batch was kind of a mix with English and Mandarin drama, but mine was like a pure English drama. So prominent people would be Julie, Gloria Tan, who does a lot of Surya also.
Mhm.
She's got a lot of popularity. She was my classmate, and we're still
Okay.
very very good friends. Very good friends, my very good friend. She's very big on Surya now because she speaks very fluent Malay. Chinese girl speaks Malay. So yeah, Gloria Tan. That's all for NAFA, I guess.
Benjamin King was my classmate.
Benjamin Clem was your classmate
Yeah.
from RP.
From RP, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So you did technical theatre.
No. He was my classmate for an elective.
For an
Yeah, so I did new media, which is more of like production and all that. So he did theatre. I think he did
technical theatre.
technical theatre, and then he did something in my course. So that's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He wasn't really a big willow. He was still a small willow.
Small willow.
Yeah.
Adlina, I think from Surya. So Adlina, Adlina was my secondary school mate. We were from the same secondary school. Yeah,
It's very interesting how everybody
where we start, right?
started, and then like where's everybody now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Coming back to the question that
No,
you asked.
that's okay. You and Ben King met in the Our Boys to Men theatre.
Yes. Me and Ben King, actually, we met before then. When Ben King just graduated from his diploma, he was freelancing as a drama teacher, speech and drama teacher for like primary schools and secondary schools. So
I didn't know about this.
he was, at a point in time, he was working for this company that my ex-girlfriend used to work for. And that's how I kind of knew him, because they had classes together, they like taught schools together. So I kind of knew him in passing, and we were like, oh yeah, hi. And he, like you said, he was a small willow then. So nothing really, I mean, Slam Willows were not as big as they are now. Then obviously Slam Willows, Boomtown Charlie.
Yeah. Shout out to their new album. They are doing the We The Fest now. They had a new album launch. I went and bought the album, and I bought a shirt. Yeah.
Support local talent.
Support
guys,
local
because they're
talent.
amazing.
Yeah.
I like them. I like their music. I love Benjamin, because I think Benjamin's a very, very nice boy.
Yeah.
Very good hearted. We've had a lot of long, good conversations.
Very humble guy.
I would go as far as to say that we've got a lot of in-depth good conversations about life, and I dare to say that the boy's got a good head on his shoulders and a very nice guy. So I can say boy because I'm way older than him. So
But he's 28, so he's about 2 years older.
yeah. So Ben, and that's how. And then we did Our Boys to Men. Yes, we did Our Boys to Men, the musical together. And we grew really close then. Yeah, we used to
Okay,
have a lot.
segue back to the question of doing theatre. What part of theatre do you enjoy doing?
What part of theatre do I enjoy doing? I mean, I enjoy everything about theatre, obviously.
The life aspect of it.
The life aspect of it is what kind of lured me into it in the first place. The audience, the applauses that you get after the process, the rehearsal process. As I grew older, the rehearsal process, the crafting of the character, the crafting of scenes, the crafting of the entire play, things that I didn't appreciate when I was a much younger actor, because when I was younger, I only cared about like being the actor on stage and everything. But as I grew older, I realized, hey, there's so much more to the craft, and I became very obsessed about that, and wanting to do my best to be the best possible version. First, I started off as any human being, I think, would be I want to be the best. And then I realized that I should only be in competition with
Yourself.
myself and not against anybody, or pitch myself with someone else. And then I just want to be the best possible version of myself in whatever I do. So yeah.
Yep. You can't compare yourself with other people, because everybody's life is different.
Yep.
Would you agree that doing theatre really helps you to mold yourself as an actor? Putting yourself in the character more than you do acting on television?
Definitely, I would definitely agree that. I mean, I'm sure some TV actors might disagree with me. Theatre.
I mean, of course, it's two different things.
It's very different, very different mediums. But theatre, obviously, theatre actor, you are forced to practice a little harder with because obviously it's one shot, one kill, and you get into the character a little bit more. It hones your craft, your technique as an actor. So there are a lot of people who are trained, there are a lot of people who are untrained also in theatre. I've seen fantastic actors who have not gone to theatre schools. City K, for example, one of my favorite actresses in the local theatre scene, who I think should be a TV star. She'll be a star. She is a star. What am I talking
Watch
about?
out for her.
She is a star in every aspect of it. She's fantastic to work with, fantastic to watch, and she's an all-around lovely person. So the only difference between like someone who's gone to school and trained and someone who has not gone to school and trained is they have a different bag of skills. Someone who has trained got additional tricks in their bag. That is all there is to it. But theatre, trained or not trained, if you do it with your full heart, and if you have to have I guess basic flair for it to a certain extent, and you really push yourself, it's your training ground. If you really want to be an actor, then that's your training ground for sure.
I'm pretty sure there are a lot of nuances and small little details that makes a person good at theatre. For example, I don't know, maybe facials when expressing, because visually is what the crowd they see on the stage, the facials. And then what else do you think in a package that makes a person good at theatre?
I think aesthetics is not
the only thing.
Not the only thing.
It's only part of the.
It's only part
a small part of the
and
package.
a very small part at that. I think it is the overall body. That's what we always focus on theatre. So it's the body in connection with your mind, in relation with your psyche and your soul, and obviously the external elements like your script, your spatial awareness, and then your audience, obviously. So I think there is no additional things. I think the body is the most important thing, the body and the mind, for sure, to then center yourself into whatever role, whatever task you are tasked with.
Let me ask you this. I know there's a plan towards, and there's a story for every theatre work that you do. What are the chances that someone has to go off script, and maybe they forgot a certain line and they have to improvise a little bit on that situation? Has that ever happened?
Oh, always happens. It always happens. Sometimes
is it allowed to happen, or
it's technically allowed? It's
very blurred.
it's technically not supposed to happen.
How it's received and how it's delivered.
Yeah, it's true. It's how it's received and how it's delivered. It's very important. Yes, human error occurs. Sometimes people forget their lines. Sometimes people skip their lines and whatever not. And I think the thing about theatre, and if you get used to doing theatre, you know how to deal with those situations. You know how to ad-lib. You know what to say, which is why understanding everything, and like I said, the body and the mind has to be sharp, so that you are quick in rectifying the situation. So and then the external, like I said, the script and everything, it has to be so innate in you that you know that, okay, I can say this and still it will flow. The story will make sense. And sometimes we cheeky. We do naughty things on stage.
Just to have a little bit of fun.
Just have a little bit of fun, which is not allowed. And and don't do that, actors, young actors who are aspiring to be full-time actors. Don't
Depends on how close you are to the stage manager or whatever.
It's actually not good lah, but your directors will scold you for it. But I mean, in my experience, I have been quite cheeky a number of times, which is not good.
Okay, all right. You are very popular, most notably known in Vasantham Central.
Central. Last time it was Central. Now it's Vasantham, just Vasantham.
Okay.
Yes, I won Vasantham Star in 2007.
Yeah.
That's my claim to fame. If you would like to.
Is it a singing competition?
It's a singing competition.
Yeah.
It's like,
Pardon me if I
Anugrah.
don't. Yeah, I'm not really a Vasantham channel guy.
No problem. It's like Anugrah. It's like it is exactly Anugrah.
Okay.
So I was the winner for the second installment of it in 2007. So the first installment was won by Shabir, who's a very popular music director in Singapore, and now he's venturing into India. And so I won the second installment of it.
Basically, you're Hadi Mirza.
Basically yes, kinda. Yeah, if you put it that way, yes. Yeah.
The first guy is Taufik Batista.
Yeah. So I went on, but I was already doing theatre even before I joined the competition. So it was something that I guess helped me in the media aspects of things, to also get a standing in the media circuit, television circuit, and it
opened a lot of doors for you.
Yes, it did. It did open a lot of doors for me.
Okay.
I would not say no. It was a good stepping stone. I still do a lot of things with Vasantham, as and when they call me back. I'm actually doing a show right now. It's like it's an amalgamation of singing and performing and a game show. It's like your Korean game shows that has singing, and then you do tasks, and you're supposed to be distracted, multitasking and everything. So yeah, we do that. It's this show called Music Junction. I just do a quick shout out to that. It's Music Junction every Tuesday 9 p.m. on Vasantham. It's really fun. Even if you don't know Tamil, you don't understand Tamil, you can watch it because we do silly things. Yeah,
universally appeal.
It's got a good universal appeal, I feel, at least. So yeah, so catch it if you can.
Yeah.
So I mean, coming back to the topic, so Vasantham opened doors for me, and obviously I have taken the step and everything, and I consider myself, like I said, an entertainer, but primarily I would say singer actor. I'm an actor. I would consider myself an actor, and I think it takes a lot to even call yourself an actor, which is why I don't like calling myself an actor as much. I consider myself a theatre practitioner. I practice theatre. I practice the craft of theatre making and creating. So yeah.
But you can do musical, right? Which is like a hybrid between singing and
which
theatre.
Is a hybrid between singing and
You've done musicals before?
I've done numerous musicals. I did They Are Boys to Men. I did Sleeping Beauty when that was my first ever gig in theatre was given to me by Wild Rice, a very prominent theatre company in Singapore. Selina Tan and Ivan Heng were the first people to give me that opportunity. Thank them for that. I've always been very thankful for that. Yeah, they've watched me grow also. A lot of people in that show who are still friends today, people like Hossan Leong, who's another big backbone in who I am today as a performer, because he's always seen me through like a elder brother. He's always seen me through a lot of things. Good friends, Unlai and all these people who are still good friends with me. So I started when I was 15 with my first ever musical. My first ever theatre play professionally was a musical, and it's called Cinderella. It was the first ever pantomime in Singapore. And then I went on to do Sleeping Beauty, and then so on and so forth. And I just I did Hot Pants with Dick Lee. I did Dick Lee's Hot Pants. I did A Boys to Men the musical, obviously. I also did
it's quite an extensive portfolio you have.
Army Days the musical.
Army Days.
Yeah.
Very extensive portfolio.
I do. I've got quite a diverse portfolio that way. I've done a lot of musicals actually. I've actually done quite a number of musicals. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned names like Hossan Leong and all that. In terms of theatre, conveying emotions is very broad. I think Hossan will probably be known for a lot of humor theatre, but obviously, when it comes to theatre, you can portray a lot of different emotions.
Yeah.
Anger, serious, whatever it may be. What's the most challenging type of emotion projection that you feel?
I think every single
emotion
is difficult to make it believable, right? So that we are experiencing it as the play is going on. It's difficult to do that. And I think every single emotion takes a certain set of capability to do. Hossan, as you said, is a fantastic comic actor, but it's also a extremely amazing serious actor. I've done a musical with him called Full Monty, me, Hossan, Agent Pang and everything. It's just like the movie Full Monty, and we go naked in the end.
I saw this video you did for Fly. I think you mentioned something about being butt naked.
Yes.
And somebody seeing your package.
Ha! Yes. Some auntie she said she saw Hossan in my package and it was worth her money. Thank you, auntie. So, and she obviously bought the expensive tickets because she was way in front. And he came on the newspaper, trust newspaper to write something like that, right? So I mean, Hossan is a fantastic actor. In that play, he had to sing this song about
the Full Monty?
In Full Monty. Yeah. I think his father or mother would have passed away in the play. I can't remember. And he'll be singing this song at the funeral. And simply amazing. So, people always see one side of him, the funny man, the funny guy. But there's so many facets to an actor.
He has a lot of cuts in his arsenal.
He's got a lot of cuts in his arsenal. He's a fantastic actor. So, yeah. So that's why I always get a little bit I feel don't do that to people when we are too quick to box them into he's the funny guy,
pigeonhole into a certain
people into that. So I feel that's something that we are too quick to do, but then you don't see the entire array
the whole package,
the capabilities. Okay,
you mentioned NDP.
Yes.
You did 2011, 13, 14, 15, and now 18.
And 8 also.
Okay.
2008 was my
Okay.
first.
Your first NDP.
Yeah.
What was actually your role in NDP?
Host.
Oh, your host. Okay.
I was the
Together
host.
with Nadia Din.
Yes.
Nadia Amdin.
Yeah, Nadia Amdin. This year is me, Joachim, Sonia Chiu, Gurmit Singh, and Nadia. So when I first did NDP in 2008, it was me, Jean Danker, Michelle Chong, and Adrian Pang. That's where I met Adrian Pang for the first time, and then eventually he hired me to do his first ever company's play, which was Full Monty, Pandemonium's first play. And then subsequently I did, like you said, I went away for a bit, for actually a few months. I was supposed to be away for a year to take my masters, but I came back because I had a very bad case of bronchitis, so I had to discontinue my course. So I came back, and the following year I did NDP again, which I think is 14, 15, 16.
Before you continue, can you explain a bit of bronchitis?
Oh, bronchitis, yes, it's a lung infection that you get if you have too much phlegm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have sinusitis. Sometimes bronchitis is also linked with asthma, so I have chronic rhinitis actually, which is irritable syndrome of the nose. Anything can irritate it. Hair, pollen, dust. A lot of things can trigger it to get my nose to get swelled up. So I actually should be going for a op to kind of sort that out, but I haven't had the time, to be very honest. Yeah, I will do that once I get the time.
Has having bronchitis affected your work?
Always has affected work. The recent musical I did, Tropicana, oh my god. I would come off stage, blow my nose, and then go back on and sing again. I've lived with it so long that it has become
accustomed
part
to it
of my life. So
yeah,
I know how to deal with it as and when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any advice for people having bronchitis?
Advice to people having bronchitis: don't get your body too heaty. Don't drink too much ice water. Try to stay away from ice water. Don't drink gassy stuff.
It affects.
Yeah. A lot of them say don't eat too much chicken, but I love chicken, so I'm not gonna say that. Be happy, eat what you want to eat, and
learn to live with it.
Yeah, learn to live with it. I think if you're not gonna get it sorted out, then learn to live with it. Make the best out of it. Stock up on any antihistamines. Telfast D is fantastic. Go get your Telfast D. Always have a stack of Telfast D. If you can, go get Illadin. Don't use Illadin for more than 5 days in a row. For people who will eventually use Illadin, don't use it for more than 5 days in a row. Use it if you're using it for 5 days in a row, 2 times a day. Stop after 5 days. Give it a few days gap. Give it at least a week gap, and then you start again. If you
cycle it also.
Yeah, cycle it if you need to. Illadin actually is a decongestion, so
okay.
Yeah, it's not too good because it affects the eye sometimes. Because very good nasal spray that you can use every day is Ava Mist. So you can go to any pharmacy and get this nasal spray, Ava Mist. Spray it before you sleep, just 2 snorts in each nostril. It's a miracle. It's a miracle worker. Yeah.
Just like Ventolin for asthma.
Just like Ventolin for asthma. I used to have childhood asthma.
I have asthma as well. So I don't know if I have lived this long without Ventolin. My Ventolin.
I have my Ventolin just in case, because you never know when you're going to have an attack. So,
Getting back to NDP, you've worked with a lot of ensemble of people.
Yes.
Gurmit Singh and all that. He's pretty much like a legend in Singapore.
He's a legend. He's a legend. Gurmit is a legend, and he's a wealth. He is a library of, if it comes to entertainment and how to be in the entertainment industry, how to conduct yourself, how to think, how to act, how to do certain things. Yeah. Just watching him, you learn a lot. Just being around him, watching him, when he gives feedback, when he gives notes, when he's performing itself, I think it's amazing. So he is just...
He's the best, I guess.
Yeah, he is. I would not say no. He's
best in Singapore fantastic. And JB, some say Batam.
He is, right? Best in Singapore, JB and Batam.
How would you compare doing NDP and what you do in theatre or in television?
NDP is just like how...
Basically, it's just emceeing and hosting.
It's emceeing, hosting, and it's a bit of theatrics here and there because you got to make it fun for the audiences, hype them up and everything. Being in theatre helps the fact that I don't have stage fright. I can, be in front of all those thousands of people and kind of, and interact with them. And also, the theatrical acting element of it is easy to, like, haha, rara, the crowd and hype them up. There's a lot of theatrics and a lot of acting that goes into that too.
What's the favorite part of NDP?
When I sing the national anthem. Yeah. Every NDP that I sing the national anthem, and you see the flag, it's just a different feeling.
Patriotic feeling.
It's patriotic feeling one aside. You know that. I mean, like, wow, this is home lah. This is home. Yeah.
As cheesy as it sounds.
As cheesy as it sounds, it's just amazing.
People complain all year round.
Yeah.
But on the National Day itself, at that stadium, with everyone else taking the pledge, you feel at home.
Yeah. And the best of it was definitely in 2015 SG50 at the Padang. That experience, I think, I was phenomenal, and I think I'm really blessed and lucky to be one of the hosts for our SG50 for 50 years.
Okay. What about Countdown? Is it fun as well?
Countdown is always fun. The only thing about Countdown is after the countdown finishes, right, and you have no taxi because it's New Year's, and to get out of the place.
And everybody has thought of every solution. Taking a cab, taking the train. I don't know whether
even booking a hotel, staying in a hotel. No, I love countdowns. Countdowns is always fun, and obviously we it's always fun when you get to see your friends, work with your friends. So Countdown always brings all your friends who you kind of don't see that often because of work together in one place. But like I said after that it's just a crazy mad rush to get back home and spend time with family.
How did your stint with Fly Entertainment came about?
Fly.
And how much part of your life are they involved in?
They are practically my life because they plan my schedules. They get me the jobs that I get. They manage for me and everything. So they're practically like my
manager.
They're my managers, and they're practically like my mothers lah. They mother me with
Irene
regards
Ang?
to this.
How did you meet
Not
Irene
Irene specifically. Ling actually. Ling is the head.
She's the email person for every fly I tried to get on the pod.
So yeah, there's Ling is the one who they work on overdrive. Some of them really like Vanessa, my direct manager Vanessa is they work on overdrive to get things done, things sorted and everything, and they're just amazing. So I have no complaints with that.
But how did you meet with them?
Okay, I met Irene when I was 22. When I just did Full Monty, so she came to watch Full Monty.
Scouting for talent.
And she kind of scouted me. She said, "Hey, what are you doing? Everything. Would you be keen on signing for Fly? You seem to be talented and everything, and I would like to represent you." And then I said, at that point of time, I was still with Mediacorp because I had a rolling contract with Mediacorp. After Vasantham.
What does rolling contract mean?
Rolling contract is after every 2 years they
renew. Okay,
renew
recontract.
if they want to renew.
Okay.
So they had already renewed me.
You gotta make them happy in order for them to continue signing you.
Yeah, and it was more of like only if there's a show you get paid, that kind of thing. So if there's nothing, it's not a monthly thing.
You can't work anywhere else, or
I can. I just have to inform them
permission.
if I'm doing something.
Okay.
Because they kind of have image rights. That kind of thing. So
it was such a hassle to get Jin,
Yeah, so I couldn't. So I told her with Mediacorp for a bit, and I think that she like, okay, if you ever consider, let us know. It's okay. So this was in 2010, and then I met her again in 2012.
Okay.
When I did Army Days.
Couple years later.
How come I never signed you yet? I'm like, I just laughed, and it's like, no lah, not at this point of time and everything, blah blah blah. Then she's like, yeah, okay, if you consider, let me know. I said, okay, 2010 it happened. So the third time I met her again was the following year, 2013. She asked again, why have you not signed with me? The third time. I said, no, I'm going to go overseas to study. That's when I left to take my master's, and eventually I had to cut short. 2014, I did Our Boys to Men. She's like, are you finally going to sign with me or not? And then I considered my options. I was not under any contract at that point in time. And I had a chat with Ling and everybody. And I was like, okay. And Beatrice, obviously, one of my mentors. Beatrice Shah. Yeah. Someone who I consider a mentor and who has always looked out for my best interests. After consulting with friends and family and obviously my mentors, people who I considered like look up to, decided to sign with Fly. So
Best decision of your life.
I would say one of the best decisions of my life. I'm the only Indian artist they have.
Yeah.
So so that has also worked in my favor. Yeah, and that's how it goes. I mean, for theatre, I didn't need an agent because theatre, I have kind of already kind of established myself to a certain extent, and a lot of the people who hire me, we all know each other, friends and whatever not. But obviously, if as a performer you want to take yourself to the next level, obviously TV and international gigs and stuff like that, and Fly had that context, and they did that for me. So
They got you verified on Instagram, I think.
They got me verified on Instagram and Facebook. Yes, they did. Yes, I got verified.
Okay, I want to talk about movies. You did like Hollywood movie. You had a role.
Yes.
As an archaeologist in
I
The
did.
Faith of Anna Waters.
Yes.
Is that the biggest movie that you've been involved in?
Yeah, the biggest name lah. The biggest name. Unfortunately, in the final cut of the movie, that scene I think might have been taken out. I'm not sure. But I did do that movie. I did our sister Mambo. I think our sister Mambo.
As David, is it?
Yes, David. I did that. Yeah, I think these are 2 movies. Did I do another movie? I might have. I can't remember.
Too many to mention.
No, not the too many to mention. I honestly can't remember because But I did these 2. I think
How was the experience like working in a production in a bigger magnitude compared to Mediacorp?
No, it was fun. It's quite similar actually. Nothing very different. It was quite similar. The efficiency was quite fast and everything. It was fun. It was good. I enjoyed the process. Yeah, Fate of Anna Waters. That was the movie.
Yeah. How did they contact you for the role?
Audition.
Okay, you have for audition.
Yeah, went for an audition. Had a read. Said okay. They did imaging. Spoke to me about the role. We had a discussion about the script. And that's about it. And then we go back and then you formulate the role and then you come in and you deliver it. Yeah, that's how it worked.
How much involvement did you had with the director of the movie? Was he very hands-on with you? No.
He was, but it was a very short scene. So we didn't really go super in-depth with that. It was really short and quick.
Where did they fly you to?
No, it was done in Singapore. It was done at Sentosa.
Okay.
With a massive green screen at Siloso Beach, but a massive green screen on Siloso Beach. To make it see like literally a massive green screen.
A building size green screen.
So that it looks like I'm in a desert. Yeah, with sand. It's quite amazing. It was the first time I actually saw.
Okay, but I mean you're not the only person who's done a Hollywood movie. I think.
I mean, obviously Adrian Pang.
Yeah, Adrian Pang. There's Fiona's here as well. Something.
I don't know if she did it for Hollywood movie, but I know she acted in one movie that actually was very nice.
Is it Crazy Asian something?
Crazy Rich Asians had a lot of Singaporean actors, which is I think it's fantastic. A lot of them made it.
I want to ask what is next for you in terms of what you do. You've obviously done a lot of things: movies, theaters, acting, singing. Would you consider doing an album for yourself? Because maybe singing is a part of your life that you haven't really had opportunity to explore.
Funny you should say that because Benjamin.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like
he did say something. No, he's one person who's always been telling me that I should explore that avenue. I should do music. I should release something. In recent years, I have actually considered it more seriously. I might do it. Maybe in the coming years. I'm looking for a producer who I can work with, understands my kind of music because I'm more R&B and soul. So
what kind of music do you listen to?
R&B, soul.
Spotify?
I use iTunes actually.
Why? Okay, I mean I don't know.
I mean
you can still listen to my podcast on iTunes.
I mean I have not catched on to Spotify. If my wife uses it, I think I might because quite a number of people around me are using Spotify. I'm like I said, I'm not very tech savvy, so I had iTunes in my phone itself, so I just use iTunes. So. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna check out Spotify. So
okay, sorry. Get back to singing. Also, you are sort of looking.
Yeah, kinda. I just have yet to find the right collaborator, the right producer to produce the music that I would like to put out.
Usually, for people who sing, they must have a big passion for singing when they, ever since they are young or something.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get involved with singing?
I've always liked to sing as a kid. Actually, I always liked to perform. I was always the dancer in the family. Family functions, my elder cousins, they all like to dance and sing. My family is, when we meet, very closely knit family. My mom's side, obviously I haven't seen my dad's side because all of them stay in Nigeria. I mean, now with technology, we keep in touch. Facebook and Instagram and everything. But, I've never been to Nigeria. Something that I should do before.
He's gonna come for your wedding, right? At least.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. So as I was saying, my family is very close knit, and our functions are all fun-filled, very family oriented. We dance, we sing. So I guess I just picked it up from there. My uncle had his own band, still has his own band, where my cousins used to sing, and I used to always think, hey, you know what? One day I wanna be on the stage singing.
But was there a point in time where you tried to really improve on your vocals?
Yes.
Like really study the nuances of singing?
I went for Carnatic vocals. Carnatic is Indian classical. So I went to study Indian classical music, vocally, for about 3 years. I did that, 3.5. And I after that I just got busy and everything and things. Then I couldn't afford that time. So I did that for 3 years, 3+. I only started taking my singing really seriously in recent years, to be very honest. Because prior to that, it was just like, oh yeah, I can sing, but I'm not.
I mean, you are more of a theatre person and all that.
So only in recent years, I thought, okay, you know what, I should really also consider this as something that I should hone my skill in. So yeah, I've been practicing more, I've been singing more, I've been trying to listen to more music. But I grew up listening to a lot of R&B and soul.
Who's your favorite singers?
I love people like
Bruno Mars.
In recent times, Bruno. I went to KL to watch him. He's a fantastic performer. Bruno is a fantastic performer, fantastic singer. But more than that, I like to listen to a lot of indie, R&B and soul. So people like
Sam Willows.
Sam Willows. I mean, the local scene, I like Sam Willows. I like Gentle Bones.
Gentle Bones, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're very, they're front runners in the industry. My personal favorites, people like Maxwell. I mean, those who listen to soul and R&B would know who these people are. Maxwell, Eric Benet, D'Angelo. And then obviously more commercial, you have your Ushers.
We haven't really heard from Usher for a very long time.
Yeah, your R. Kelly's. R. Kelly is known for all the notorious things, but when it comes to singing, he's a fantastic singer. Cisco, and yeah, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay. Doing research on you, I seen your interviews and you mentioned something about, I think it was a Fly interview. You mentioned the importance of staying relevant and needing to change and evolve in order to keep up with the times.
Yeah.
How did you feel you have changed and stayed relevant over the years?
Like I said, I'm not very tech savvy, so I've made a point to become more tech savvy, and how I can incorporate it into the things that I do, like my work and my theatre work.
It reaches more people.
Yeah, it reaches more people, and also just relevant in your personal self. When it comes to your grooming, your outlook, your art, your craft, how you evolve your craft with time. I think I'm quite a purist, but at the same time I'm very practical. I think that with time, your art also has to evolve. With time, you should also you should not let go of the fundamentals, but you should see how you can incorporate the new. And I'm very I've been very game for that, and very I kind of advocate that a lot in what I do. So I'm still learning how to be relevant. I'm still trying to get this tech game on. I'm not super
when you say tech game, you are talking about social media, like
social
Facebook,
media. I'm
Instagram.
I'm a noob when it comes to all this social media and everything. So slowly but surely, I'm also changing a lot of things, a lot of my perspectives. Because I always thought to myself, I don't need to do it. It doesn't matter. But no, it does. It does. It does not matter. But it when I say it matters, when I say it does, it's more of like how you can share, opposed to how many followers you have, or opposed to how many hits you get, or opposed to how popular they become. For me, it's more of like the tool is there for you to share your craft.
Yeah.
Because I'm passionate about theatre, you see. I'm passionate about acting, I'm passionate about singing, and I want to share it with the masses. And this is the best way possible to share it with the people that I know how. So I think that's where I'm coming from. If something does not facilitate what I want, I'm not someone who really goes into very in depth into it. Like if I think Facebook does, I'm not active on Facebook also, so I've never been really active on Facebook. So because I don't find the need to do that, or I'll up my Instagram followers, that kind of thing. I'm not that kind of a person, and it doesn't matter to me. But recent times like IGTV, I think IGTV is really interesting, and I would like to do some stuff there. Kind of.
10 years ago, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't
Precisely
IGTV. I mean, maybe there is, but it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
But the point is, these are all platforms for you to
showcase.
help showcase. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a live theater on Facebook.
Yeah,
that
you never
can
know.
do. Yeah,
That's
on
something that I've always considered. To do theater with tech.
live streaming thing.
Yeah,
or
live
whatever,
streaming and if people can watch from every different time zones.
help people appreciate the. I think there's a lot of people who like theater, but they haven't got the opportunity to actually experience theater.
Yep.
Yeah, the first time I experienced theater, I liked it a lot.
That's
But it's just a small. It's just not a big community in Singapore, so you don't get to see it as much as you want to.
Yep.
I think if it's more popular, I think a lot more people will get into it.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. Finally, just a general advice for listeners or fans who's been following you all these years.
Well, those who have been following me all these years, thank you so much. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for showing the love and support that you have. I pray that you continue to do so. Thank you so much. Those who have just heard me for the first time, those who want to step into the entertainment scene, those who have just heard me for the first time, thank you so much. I hope you like what I do, enjoy the work that I put out, because I do it for the people. And also those who are interested to come into the entertainment industry, just come in with the proper notions. I think being a star, everybody starts with wanting to be a star, and it's not wrong. But after a while, you have to understand
there's a craft to it.
There's a craft to it. There's art to it. There's a beauty to it. Find that beauty. Find the beauty, and find your space in that beauty, and make it your own. And you will get where you wanna be. So you don't have to worry too much about that. You get where you wanna be when you focus on the fundamentals, for sure. So do that. Be true to yourself. Stay happy. Be nice to everybody, and you will always be blessed.
That's good. Yeah, very looking forward to watch you on NDP on television.
You. Please do.
Yeah, you'll be welcoming Halimah Yaakob.
Yes, I
think.
will.
Has she been in the rehearsals?
No, she's not been.
Okay, so you get to welcome the new president.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you so much for coming all the way just to do my podcast, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for asking me.
And I really hope whatever you've shared for the in terms of theatre will come be beneficial for everyone who listens to this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Thank you so much, Ebi.
Thank you.
Ebi Shankara, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.